like you already know, we're going to be treating crypto farming. Okay, crypto farming. Somebody who is new to that word, crypto farming will be asking, how can we farm cryptocurrency? Of course, relating this to our traditional definition of farming, okay, it's an act of cultivating what you have in order to get what you don't have. Okay, for example, you could put in a grain or a seed into the soil and you expect to make a fruit, or harvest something bountifully. And of course, if you sow an orange seed today, and after a couple of years, if everything is observed properly, and the orange grows into maturity, you expect a heavy harvest year in, year out during each season. Okay, and relating this, in cryptocurrency, we have what we call crypto farming. And crypto farming is just another word for an investment strategy which simply involves you committing or sowing a seed in terms of staking or probably providing liquidity. Okay, and when we do this, we are actually cultivating our cryptocurrency and putting them to use in order to gain rewards. So we would be going further to talk about crypto farming or yield farming, as the case may be. Okay, cryptocurrency involves lending, staking, or committing your favorite cryptocurrency in exchange for interest or other cryptocurrency rewards. Okay, and when we talk about in exchange for interest or other rewards, if we have this comparison with our normal fixed savings account, you would agree with me that sometimes we have money and we do not want them to just be in the normal savings or current account. We want to fix them for a particular duration of time in order to earn a specific ROI, okay, a specific dividends over that. And most of the banks in Nigeria at the moment pay anywhere between, say, 6.5 to 8.5% annually, okay, on your capital. That's your fixed deposit. And some banks even less than 6.5% in a year. Okay, when we relate this to the world of crypto, we have what we call APY. Okay, the measure of returns based on what you're staking or lending is measured in APY. And APY means annual percentage yield. Okay, so this is a standard unit of measurement for returns. And the APYs are measured in percentages. And based on the fact that we already know that crypto farming is an act of putting your cryptocurrency that has been idle in your wallet into use in order to gain returns or probably receive other rewards in form of other cryptocurrency. In the end, we are actually looking forward to growing our money. Okay, if you are staking maybe Bitcoin, for example, the platform you might be staking Bitcoin on might either be rewarding you in Bitcoins or might be rewarding you in
so Nigeria be so everything just the up and down.
Or might be rewarding you with another cryptocurrency. So it is always a function of choice. Okay. Now, there is another thing that comes to mind. Somebody will say that this crypto farming, is it as profitable as the real farming in agriculture? Yes, it is. But just as farming in agriculture is very profitable, it is also very risky. Okay, and some of the risks attached when we relate this with our traditional lifestyle or business of agriculture, okay, farming, probably you're cultivating yam or rice and all that. You have environmental hazards hitting your farm, which is unplanned. You have Fulani herdsmen coming with their cows to graze and, before you know, you lose all your investments. So everything in life has a risk attached. Please, can we mute our mics? If you're not talking, you can mute your mic, please. Mr. Ayobami, can you hear me, please?
Yes, loud and clear. I can hear you.
Okay. So while crypto farming is potentially very profitable, we can also tell you that crypto farming is also highly risky. Okay, just as every other business could be risky. Okay, so let's just go in depth and briefly within the next say 7 minutes. We should be through with this, and the boss will take over from there. Okay, yield farming is a means of earning interest on your cryptocurrency, similar to how you would earn interest on any money that you have fixed as a deposit in your traditional bank. Of course, when depositing money in a bank, you are expected to lock up that money for a particular period of time since it is fixed. The same thing happens when you are farming crypto. When you're depositing your cryptocurrency, you're expected to lock that cryptocurrency for a period of time. Some cryptocurrency platforms that offers the lending and staking services could actually allow you to unlock or withdraw your cryptocurrency within 24 hours, while some could take 30 days and some 60 days lockup period and 90 days lockup period, as the case may be. It means the moment you commit or grant the permission to that platform to have access to your crypto in order for you to earn that particular dividend, return, or APY, you are already giving that platform an authority over your money, okay, in exchange for the services that they are giving. And you will also have to comply with the lockup period or the duration that they said you must have this as a minimum lockup or staking period in order to, get this return. Well, we should also note this. When our traditional banks and all these other institutions that we patronize in fixed deposit and treasury bills, okay, when you lock up this money, remember, they are giving you return, not because you're locking the money up with them, but because the money that you have given to them has been given to another person to do business. If you are having a fixed deposit of, let's say, 10 million naira today with First Bank, okay, and probably First Bank said in 1 year, you're fixing this money, in 1 year, we're going to give you, say, 10%, which is not likely to be possible. It means you're going to make 1 million naira on your 10 million. Now, First Bank is not giving you this return because they have your money. No, they're giving you this return because that money that they collected from you or you gave to them is released to someone else who is ready to do business with that money and multiply it. Hello? Sorry, I was muted. I think it's a technical error. Okay, so in terms of crypto farming, this same concept is the same. The platform that is providing the staking service is not manufacturing money out of thin air. The money that you are locking up with them is actually being used to lend to other users, thereby generating returns for you. And sometimes, most of the returns that we might actually be looking forward to are cryptocurrencies that we may not have. It's just, for example, at the moment, we are mining a token known as DOC token. We are also mining another token known as pig and all those cow and other tokens. But we deposited a particular cryptocurrency, which is a stable asset. That's the Binance pegged US dollar. Excuse me. And we are getting a return, okay, on that. And the reason why we're having this return is because if we are to make return in BUSD, then there must be a transaction in BUSD that is being carried out by the platform that is providing this staking facility. But because we are not earning the native BUSD, we are earning another currency from the platform that we have committed our money to farm for us. This cryptocurrency is one that is already in control by the owner of those platforms. So in this context, you're giving them this money and locking up your money, with them in order to receive this particular token, because you cannot buy this token in the open market, not at the moment. You can only mine them and sell in the internal exchange, of that platform. We will come to this and, as we proceed. Okay. It is also worthy to note that crypto farming has not been existing for so long, like a very long time. Okay, it actually came into limelight in 2020, just about 2 years ago. That was when it started becoming the order of the day. And that was when the big boom for, staking and all these things actually started. Although we've been staking way before that time, but it was not as popular as it became, in 2020. Now, there are still things that we must understand while we're talking about crypto farming. Okay. Another word for it is liquidity farming or yield farming. You could call it any of those things. They're all the same. Okay. And the simple concept is this. Yield farming works by first allowing an investor to stake their coins by depositing them into a lending protocol or platform through a decentralized application, also called a dApp. Okay. And once this deposit is done, other investors can then borrow the coins that you have deposited to them through the dApp in order for them to use it for speculation and other trading for profits, and also for sharp swings and all. And then you, who was the original depositor, would be expecting the payback, from the dApp or through the dApp based on the algorithm in which the dApp has been programmed. Okay. Yield farming or crypto farming is simply a reward program for early adopters of staking projects of any company or system that is coming in vogue. And of course, most blockchain-based projects right now are coming up with a pattern of liquidity farming or staking. You'll see this project launching today. They'll release a coin tomorrow, and 1 week, 2 weeks, or a month or 2 months after, they start talking about staking. Of course, everyone is in to make money. And for adoption to take place, the owners of this project are looking forward to bring the normal thing that people are used to. Of course, so many people are used to saving money in the bank and expecting the little or no return. So many people also fix money in the bank, to expect the fixed return on investment annually. Some people also have their money invested with treasury bills in CBN, and they receive the annual return too. So knowing fully well that for cryptocurrency, in the world of cryptocurrency, there are more advantages of farming this crypto, because you can use your cryptocurrency to generate the cryptocurrencies that you never owned before. You can also increase the number or the quantity of a particular cryptocurrency that you have while you engage to staking. So because of this, many of these projects have adapted the fact that as they are launching into the market, they're introducing staking in order to bring in more users who are looking forward to making more money from the space. Okay. While that is clear, another question that comes to mind is this: is crypto farming really safe? Do you advise this? The truth is, crypto farming is highly risky. Very, very risky. And I'll be highlighting a few of the risks, involved in crypto farming. Number one, that you should always have at the back of your mind, because the commodity that is being traded or is being farmed is a very volatile one. And this talks about volatility. Volatility is a degree to which an investment price fluctuates, either goes up or go down. A volatile investment is one that experiences a lot of price actions or movement within a very short period of time. Excuse me. The price of your tokens could crash or surge while they are locked up. Of course, say you engage in staking Bitcoin, for example. Bitcoin is a very volatile asset because it is a cryptocurrency. Bitcoin for today could be $40,000. And probably you staked one Bitcoin for $40,000 today. Tomorrow it could crash You still have one Bitcoin being staked, but the US dollar value is no longer $40,000. It could now be probably 29,000 or 30,000. You can see that that in itself is a risk. But you could also stake one Bitcoin today at $40,000, and next month it is at $100,000. Still one Bitcoin, but the dollar value has increased. So we have irregular movements, which most times are driven by psychology, emotions, and the market makers. Okay, and this alone is a risk. Because if you're fixing 10 million naira in the bank, your 10 million naira remains 10 million naira in the next 50 years, provided they keep paying you your returns on your investment annually and you have access to that. So this alone is a risk when farming crypto. We also know that in life, everything, when we have the original, we always have a photocopy, and most times the photocopy becomes fake. And when anything that is fake is fraudulent. So we'll talk about fraud. Okay. Yield farmers may put their coins into fraudulent projects and schemes, and in the end, we lose it all. Okay, it has not happened once, does not happen twice. I've been a victim of losing completely in crypto farms. Okay, trying to grow a particular cryptocurrency, and in the end, the platform or the owners, takes you off. You have no access to claim that token anymore because you are giving them the right, to make use of your phone, and you lose it all. So fraud in itself is another risk associated with cryptocurrency farming. Okay. Of course, a lot of us here are used to rug pools. We've experienced a lot of rug pool projects. Okay, and someone might be asking, what's a rug pool? A rug pool is a type of exit scam that is always organized by the owners or developers of a particular project. They gather investors' funds for that project, and then they abandon the project without returning investors back their money. Okay, this has happened 99.9% out of every crypto launch that is happening in the space. As a matter of fact, if 100 crypto projects launches today, 99 of it are going to fail in a couple of hours or days. Okay, just one out of every 100 actually has a genuine intention. The remainings, the owners of those projects or the developers of those projects are out to rip off investors. Okay. Another risk associated with crypto farming, which you must be aware of, is smart contract risk. Okay, the smart contracts used in most of this crypto farming might have a bug, or a loophole, and this can be prone to hacking. And this is why we could actually see owners of some projects who had good intentions to launch a long-lasting crypto farm or staking project, and after a couple of months having been successful, they just announced that they've been hacked, and millions of dollars, ranging to billions of dollars, has been taken away, or taken away by a hacker. Sometimes these things are true. It's not like the developers or the owners of the project actually made away with these funds. They might actually, be attacked by hackers. It has happened severally. Okay, and another risk also is impermanent loss. Okay, what is impermanent loss? The impermanent loss is related to volatility. Just like we said earlier, talking about volatility, we know prices of your crypto assets, either the one you're staking or the one you're receiving, could either go up or go down. Okay, that's an impermanent loss. So the value of your cryptocurrency could rise or fall while it is staked. And this action creates a temporary unrealized gain or losses. These gains or losses becomes permanent only when you withdraw your coins, and may result in you get the coins, without even trading them. So that's impermanent loss. Okay. Sometimes you might be farming, probably you're staking Bitcoin, maybe one shitcoin, and that's growing. You might have started farming it and you're earning that shitcoin. The shitcoin started at $1. And before you know, a week later, it went to $10. And then another week later, it went to as high as $100. And then it went to as high as $1,000 for that shitcoin that you're mining. Okay? You should not be excited if you do not have access to withdraw. Okay? Most projects do not allow you to take out that. They give you a time for on staking and a time for claiming your rewards. And before that time, the owner of the project actually plunge the prices or the value of those tokens. And in the end, we don't always realize anything meaningful. Okay. Of course, for so many big lending or staking projects, they also have a risk of regulation, which is known as regulatory risk. Okay, there are so many questions around cryptocurrency, which you're already aware. And even the SEC, despite so many sittings and so many publications, they've still not given cryptocurrency 100% approval. Okay, and this is another risk for lending project, because the SEC today could just say, okay, this lending project that is trying to be like a bank, are they regulated? And if they're not regulated, you know, they shut it down. One of the biggest DeFi projects which people use to farm their crypto is BlockFi. Okay, and BlockFi was actually seized by the SEC. BlockFi was one of the most hyped DeFi projects where people stake and lend their cryptocurrency. It was very hyped, you know, within 2020 and 2021. It was massive. But today it is no longer existing, and so many investors lost their funds because of SEC's decision. Okay. So while we know about the risk, it is also good to note that crypto farming is also very profitable. And the only profit involved in it is either you're growing your currency, your coin, or you are earning a token that you do not have before. And with this, I think I have been able to tell us, you know, to make us understand what crypto farming is. There are a lot of platforms that are still available that you could actually lend your tokens or cryptocurrencies and get dividends or returns in form of APYs, you know, every single day. Some of those platforms are Aave, Compound, you know, Curve, Finance, Uniswap, and the likes like that. Okay, so it is just as easy as it sounds. Thank you very much, Mr. Ayobami. I would like you to take over from here, sir.
Thank you very much, Prince. Thank you for the explanation you have given about crypto farming. All right, so that's the first part. I'll be sharing with us some places we feel that it's very safe, you know, for you to put your cryptocurrencies to work or to use for, you know, daily gains, fantastic APYs, one of the best ecosystems that we have in the crypto space, you know, today. And the first one I'll be sharing with us is Cosmos ecosystem. How many of us know about Atom? Cosmos, how many of us know about Cosmos? You can just drop me something on the chat box if you know about Atom, you know, Cosmos, or, you know, drop something on the chat box if you know something about Cosmos. I'm not going to ask you about what you know about Cosmos, don't worry. You know, just for us to be on the same page, okay? For us to be on the same page. Okay. I'm super rich. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so let me go straight to Madam Doris. Fantastic. We have a couple of people that know about. I'll be sharing my screen. Can you see my screen, everyone? Can you see my screen? Okay. Now, Cosmos ecosystem have a platform called Kipler. They have a platform called Kipler. Please, can you mute your mic? Please mute your mic. Okay, so this is one of the crypto farming platforms. Now, I'm going to tell us again for free tonight. There are some platforms that we do stake, and one of the benefits of staking with this platform is we call airdrops. Okay, we have airdrops, rewards from some of these platforms. Okay, now take for instance this ecosystem, this Cosmos Hub ecosystem. This is one of the accounts I run personally. Now, what did I do about a year ago? Again, for us to be, to understand why crypto farming, why we are treating this topic is, one of the reasons, was what I mentioned before this meeting started, so that we can have, something that can give us returns on a residual basis, even though we are experiencing bear market. Now, in the last few months that the market has been going down or sideways or whatever, Cosmos ecosystem has, one way or the other, they've been stable, kind of. Yes, not that it doesn't go down, but it doesn't go down like the other ecosystems. Okay, now you are able to stake your tokens, and then it gives you this one gives 14.83% per year. Okay, so when I staked these tokens, I think it was around 80 or 81 or thereabout, that I bought less than $700 or $600. Now, this is the value, today. It has, I've been able to generate some, maybe 5 or whatever. So, but that is not even that's not, who is that? Can you please unmute? Mute yourself. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is one. Now, this is not really, the case here. Now, let's go to the next one on this. Now, because I staked Atom, which is Cosmos, I was given Osmosis for free. Okay, now, see the value of Osmosis that I've generated so far. Now, when Osmosis was given to me about 6 months or less than 7 months ago, Osmosis was selling for $1.24 at that time. And I was given about 450 units. Okay, 450 units. Now, look at the value, look at the staking reward of Osmosis is 85.55%, even bigger than, the main token that is being staked. All right, so I staked this to generate 85.55%. 450 tokens as generate is now 727, tokens. And what do? Every week I allow this to accumulate. I come here, I claim, and then I keep compounding. Now, for some persons that I've had, some interactions with, maybe I think this year or a couple of days ago, I was having a chat with Madam Doris. I think she's on this call, and telling her one of my own strategies preparing for the next season is this ecosystem, Cosmos ecosystem. Now, I want to do, as much as possible to accumulate these tokens over, because of course, when you're in crypto farming, you must have something at the back of your mind that is long term. Okay, and then it can generate residual income for you. If you decide to harvest whatever it is you generate every month, so that you can actually place yourself on salary, why not? You can do that. Okay, so if I want to say, okay, I want to be taking salary from Osmosis every month, okay, all I need to do is calculate how much this percentage is going to give me in a month. I will claim it and then convert it to, it could be $100, it could be $50, it could be $200, depending on the value of the token per time. Okay. Then we move to another one, IrisNet. IrisNet is another token on the Cosmos ecosystem. In fact, with what I think will become of IrisNet in another 1 or 2 years, it may be another Terra Luna, within the space. It may be another Terra Luna within the space. Now, its own APY is just 10.3%, but 10.3% of whatever volume that you have, when this token was accumulated, I think it was with about, now today is $1,272. This is pure farming. Okay, I can put money here and then go to sleep, because over time, it's been proven that this ecosystem is actually blocked. I mean, it's a very powerful, blockchain, and it's going to really, really shine. It's a major blockchain within the cryptocurrency ecosystem. Okay, I want to see another. Okay, now this is another token called Stargaze. Now, Stargaze, about 5 days ago, I was reading something on an airdrop that was given to stakers of Atom, and then I saw Stargaze. Stargaze had actually even closed in terms of airdrop. What I did was, okay, I took $360 to go and buy Stargaze. I bought Stargaze. The moment I staked it, they gave me tokens worth $760 as airdrop. And that's why I have this volume and this value. This just happened about 4 or 5 days, ago. Okay, so why are we doing this? It's just for us so that we know that, yes, crypto farming, whether I'm there, whether I'm not there, it's there, it's going, and then you keep accumulating, token. Comdex is another one. This was given for free as well. This one was given for free as well. So we have a whole lot of, this one was given for free, as well. So for staking your tokens, you are given what we call airdrops, especially in verifiable or verified blockchains that runs, this kind of nodes. Okay, that is one. So for everyone, on this call, I will recommend that you take Cosmos ecosystem very, very seriously. It is what we are doing. Yes, out of every 100 cryptocurrencies or platforms that runs crypto farming or crypto staking, a whole lot of them fails. There is no doubt about that. But then, does that mean that does that mean that there is none that is safe? No, that's not what we are saying. What we are saying is what we have done a background check to the best of our own ability, and we ask people to do their own research also before putting or committing their funds. But as far as I am concerned, as far as we are concerned, the team that runs Roycraft Hub, we have done a whole lot of due diligence in this. And then even from our international partners, this ecosystem have been recommended and is really, really going to shine in the next season. So that is one. Okay, there is one I wanted to show us that is, I think, okay, look at this. The staking reward of this is 1,732% per year. 1,732%, per annum. So you are, and it was even airdropped. It's not that, that it wasn't purchased, it was given free. So if this is staked, and then at the end of the period or every week at this percentage, I'm sure you know this is going to really generate some fantastic rewards. Okay, that is that about Cosmos ecosystem. I'm sure, I mean, this is just for us to have an idea of what we are talking about. Is Mr. Kingsley Bewari on this call? Mr. Kingsley?
Yes, so I'm on this call, my brother.
All right, because I want to talk about something that I asked you to do some few months ago, and after you did it, you came back to me and said, hey, why this thing isn't making sense. I want to ask you whether it's making sense, you know, right now. And this is what I'm talking about, Midas. Can you share your experience? I'm not going to talk about it. I want you to talk about this ecosystem.
Okay, this is ambushing. You actually ambushed me on this right now. I didn't actually prepare for this, but actually, you know, this, I think it was around was it December or January?
Right.
That I called you. I said, bros, you are chopping this thing alone. This Midas. How far now? The next thing, you showed me how to do it, and I got it. For a very long period, I didn't see anything. I said, bros, it's like this thing is not making sense. So I don't understand this this thing. You just have to hold on. All of a sudden, I discovered that they've migrated and all that. And I saw 300 Midas in my wallet. I said, okay, 300 Midas, how much was the value? I didn't say much value. I was just still seeing almost the same amount I invested. I said, okay, well, let me see whether this thing will make sense at the end of the day. But my brother, that Midas is like film trick right now. Because I didn't know. I had to take some out. I left like 100, and the thing just was still running. Right. Do you know, I'm actually just kicking myself why I took 200 out of the 300.
Exactly.
When I saw the price at 16, I said, oh, no, there's a Kingsley, you just made a useless and stupid mistake. But anyway, it's for lesson for another day. So sometimes Absolutely. Some of these investments, I think we just need to just be a little bit patient.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Kingsley. This is just so that we know that it is not this space. Yes, you know, yes, we want to make money, but it is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Let's just know that we must be able to be patient. We must be able to, you know, commit and then wait. All right. When we did Midas was, I mean, some of us did with 300. In fact, people that started early, they started with $98. Some did. I came in when it was $300. Some came in. I think Mr. Kingsley came in at about $600 or $800 or something like that.
I paid about $900.
About $900. Okay, about $900. Now look at this account. It's having only 103. 103. Now every account came with about 300, you know, tokens. This 103 worth 1,913, you know, today. Okay. Now this APY is 30%, and it's giving you average of what you can get in a week. That's 9.72, going by, you know, the current price of the token that you are holding. So all these things that you are seeing, FTM, all these Zen, USDT, all of them have their own APYs. So what this means is that you can actually stake all these tokens and generate, you know, results. All these APYs, you know, can be up for grabs, you know, for you if you want to. That is that about Midas. Okay, somebody is raising his hand. Okay, Mr. Bamdale. Okay, please can you unmute yourself? Unmute yourself and ask your question. Oga Simplicity, I'm coming. All right.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Yes,
yeah. Sir. Thanks for the presentation. This is Dele. I have a concern concerning one of my two of my people. They were unable to burn out. That was in 2020.
Okay.
But I just advised them to buy and keep on the exchange. I mean, I'm talking about Midas now. So,
Okay.
and just I think last month or so, late last month, I was now calling their attention to their account. So I just discovered that one of them that bought 109, the inside the Crest 24, was now saying that they have delisted it.
Yes.
And they did not send any email to the, as in to that person. And Midas was trying to help. When we chatted, that my person chatted Crest 24, they were just saying nothing, and people were really complaining on their platform that they're just dislisting coin anyhow. And Midas was even trying to help. When I asked Midas, how can I recover so from Crest 24? They gave an option of what to do. They said we should send a screenshot of what we bought. Then we should open an account on Midas to drop our wallets and all those stuff. And the unfortunate thing is that we can't find any history or anything again on the Crest 24, even though Midas is trying to help. So I don't think maybe these people are fraudulent. I don't want to use, yes, I'm even going to use the word fraudulent, because how can they delete something just because they say their excuse was that because Midas is now doing swapping. So that was why they delisted it. And they did not send message to the email. So I don't know if there's any way one can go about it to recover the token from their hand.
Okay, Mr. Dele, I think what you should do basically is do a support ticket. Do a support ticket to Crest 24. Let them, just itemize everything. You know how much the person bought, the quantity, and all that. Do that email. Now, they are the only one, really, because they've delisted all these things from their archives. So they are the only one that can assess that report. And I think their problem is that, number one, Midas redefined, their business plan, and then, moved to Phantom ecosystem, and then they have their own internal swap. Even though they had an exchange internally before, Crest 24, they were listed on Crest 24. But I think when they moved to Phantom, they had a little bit of maybe they did not agree on some certain terms. So they had to, I used to have Midas on Crest 24. I think I have about 50 or so, which is gone. All right. But then do a mail. I'll just advise that you do a mail and then let them, respond. Based on what they respond is what you are going to know, what you are going to the next line of action.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Actually, that my person has done that. He has started them. He has done everything. I'm very, in fact, this Midas platform, I don't know how they were so generous to this level, because they were even helping. They gave 4 options, but the only unfortunately for that my person, she has sent the the screenshot of what she bought. Then she even have it, as in she still have the screenshot of what she bought from my Crest 24.
Okay.
So they were now saying that they need it from history. So, like you have said, it's Crest 24 that's supposed to do something about this thing. So I don't know why they would just clear something. The person still have the screenshot of 109, carry their logo and everything.
So what we are going to do is simple. Keep doing them email. They will respond. Some of these exchange.
Because she said they are not responding again. I said she should continue to message them. She should continue to message them. They say they are not responding again.
They will respond.
Yeah.
They will respond.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Mr. Simplicity. Unmute yourself, sir.
My boss, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir. Please, sir, don't give that person that hope on 109 Midas. My Crest 24 has.
I'm not giving hope.
Crest 24 has already done the migrate. They have turned that coin to their personal coin. Crest 24 are very funny. So, and that is why you have always given that warning. Most of your coin, don't leave them. on an exchange.
exchange. Right.
It's not safe.
It's not safe.
Sir,
Really.
this Midas issue, that time you and Mr. Felix gave us that call that we should buy.
Right.
Do you know, at first, even if you check, most of everybody in our community, 90% they don't have that coin.
Right.
Reason being that, one, they were expecting plenty zero, but as at the time came on board, it was between $1 and $2.
Right.
Then secondly, just because it was carrying that bonus, how will I sacrifice 300 pieces? How will I just wait over $300? They were not interested. But one thing that kept my faith on this platform when I was coming in, sir, their total supply is 5 million.
Right.
Most people don't know. Even if that coin turned to $1,000 today, is still underutilized.
It's undervalued, really.
Value, because their quantity is so low that even if it turns to $100,000, it will have no meaning on CoinMarketCap. They have similar roots, just like Token.
Right.
The guy does not talk, he does not hype. He will just tell you, don't worry. He's just behaving like Celsius guy. Today now, everybody are saying, I've mistakenly sold my coin. But when that call came, buy it and stake and keep. But our habit of, we love immediate gratification. I buy on $2 today. Tomorrow is going to be $5.
Ponzi.
Unfortunately, I cannot open my mouth and say this is the quantity I have. Maybe if I thought, but by the end of this year, if that coin is less than $1,000, then his promise has failed.
Mm.
That guy purpose of moving to Phantom, that was the major, that's what's the name of this platform? Yes, it's the migration. That
Right.
was the major purpose because of security. If you have sold the little you have, if you are wise, before it returns to $50,
it is still very cheap now. It is still very cheap.
Begin to accumulate it back now before it's too late.
It is still very cheap, really.
It's not everybody that can be blessed through all projects, but when you have opportunity of a particular project, people that bought Bitcoin over 10,000 pieces that are quiet, even you have said it before, a friend of yours that bought it, all of a sudden it disappeared from the country. When you were able to reach him, he told you he has to leave because he knows that you know him very well. It's not safe. You still remember, sir?
I remember, yeah.
He said if he cannot leave because of you alone that knows that he has such quantity, he has to leave the country. That is just it. Staking and masternode is the way forward. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Oga Simplicity. Well, I know the volume you have, but I'm not going to say it so that they will not come and kidnap you. Don't worry, you are safe. All right, so that's that. Thank you very much, Oga Simplicity. Thank you, Mr. Kingsley. So now you've heard it. If you don't have Midas at all, try as much as possible, accumulate and keep. It is still cheap, $17. Yeah, very cheap. Because you may see that 500, 1,000, any moment from now, because the volume of the token is really, really small, just 5 million tokens. And with what they are doing, I think it is worth taking a look at. All right, so another platform I want to quickly mention is Terra Luna. Terra Luna, this token was given sometimes 2020 at around 11 or 12 cents. But today, the price had actually come down. Okay, let me see what was the price of Luna right now. Let's see how much Luna. Let's see how much Luna is doing right now. Luna. Okay, Terra Luna. $55.20. 55 point. What was the all-time high? Let's the all-time high. This all-time high, December 27 was 103. So imagine a token. Look at it. Yes, 2020. Look at it. This was the period we were given around March 2020. 12 cents. 12 cents. Okay. From 12 cents, imagine you bought just $100. Just $100. Okay. Assume you bought $100 of this token in 2020 divided by 12 cents. You'll have got 833 units times all-time high 103. That will have been $85,833. $85,833 dollars. Okay, from your $100. So if you what if you did 1,000 times 1,000 times 103? That would have been $858,333. Now, and then you are now staking it. It's generating reward, for you day in, day out. So that is the essence of crypto farming that we are talking about tonight. We have platforms that, yes, we have tried, and then within how many days, myself and Prince tried one, and we just saw our money going down. We quickly cut our loss, and the thing still kept on going down. All right, those ones we try them and see how they go before we bring it to the community. These ones that we are talking about tonight, Midas is 5 years old. Terra Luna, come on, is I think about how many years? Maybe 3-4 years old. Cosmos has been there. Atom has been there since. Okay, so all those platforms that we know, that we have seen that these projects are going to make some serious sense in about maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years, maybe 5 years. So crypto farming, when you're thinking about crypto farming, think long term. It is not what you're going to put in now and say tomorrow, Indomie style, you want to cash out or whatever. No, that is not what we are talking about. Okay. We have so many, of these platforms that we will not be able to, talk about on this call, tonight. Of course, within the community, we are going to share everything that is there, for everyone on the community to know, and then we'll be able to hold your hand and guide you through what you are going to make, from this crypto farming kind of a thing. Okay. Terra Luna stakers have earned more than 8 or 9, if I'm not mistaken, airdrops. Very good airdrops, fantastic, airdrops. The same thing with Cosmos. The same thing with Yieldly. This is another platform. Yieldly is another platform where you can stake your algo, you can stake Yieldly to earn Yieldly, you can stake, so many things. It's a pure farming platform where you can put in your tokens, to work and earn 7.6% APY on Argo. I'm staking Argo. I'm staking this volume of Argo. I'm staking this volume of Yieldly. I can, share this with you. I have my private keys. Nothing can happen on these platforms. Okay, so that's basically what what it is. That's why we are sharing this, tonight for everyone to know. You can hear what Mr. Kingsley said. You can hear what my August Simplicity said, and you can hear the presentation even from Prince himself. Okay, so whatever it is, we have some platforms that we are looking at, that we are working with already, and then we'll be dropping that on the group for everyone that cares, that wants to partake in these platforms. Yes, even if it is $100, if it is $50, one of such platforms, yes, I mean, I spoke about is Moonbeam, that is Glimmer. Buy, even if it is $100 worth of Glimmer, buy, go and stake. Even no, you can't stake $100 worth of Glimmer. You need about 50 minimum, about 50 or 51 minimum of Glimmer. But then you stake it, you keep generating reward day in, day out, long term. So now, if for those that does not know what Glimmer is, let's go. Let me show you, and you see why I think people should. I know we have some new people here, and I'm giving too much information, but then let it be. Today is a lucky day. All right. Okay. All right. So this is Moonbeam. Okay. That's even gone down. Very fantastic buy opportunity right now. Okay. So what is Glimmer? Moonbeam is much more than just EVM implementation. It is a highly specialized layer 1 chain that mirrors Ethereum Web3 RPC. Those that know what Web3 is, you know that this is a token that you cannot afford, to joke with. It's a token you cannot afford to joke with. Accounts, keys, subscriptions, logs, and more. The Moonbeam platform extends the base Ethereum feature set with additional features such as on-chain governance, staking, and cross-chain integrations. Moonbeam combines the best of both worlds, the familiar and easy-to-use tooling of Ethereum and the scalable, interoperable and architecture of Polkadot. Dive into the tools, integrations, and comprehensive tutorials to start using and building on Moonbeam. Now, Moonbeam is a major parachain, on Polkadot ecosystem. And this token is going to melt faces in the next season. Now, if I were you, even if I'm not taking anything out of this call tonight, I would take this project very seriously, buy into this project, stake this project. I'm staking it already. I'm going to show you. Staking Moonbeam already. Okay. I'm staking Moonbeam already. All right. So this is the platform where you stake Moonbeam. Okay. So I have this 253 here. It has generated this 278 here. I've taken this out. It has generated this. Okay, so on daily basis, they keep generating tokens. It keeps generating, and whatever it generates, especially this one, goes into my wallet. I can claim this one now, then it will appear in my my MetaMask. So these are tokens that you take very seriously. Long term, please. Buy into this, stake it, and then watch what happens in the next season. Watch what happens in the next season. All right. I think we have done so much justice to this tonight. If you have any question, please raise your hand. Let's take questions now. let's take your questions now. If you have any question. Mr. Yinka.
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Yes. Please, sir, can you please share a little more light on Drip network?
On what?
Drip.
Okay, on Drip. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, let's go to Drip. Let's go to Drip. Okay, one sec. Let's go to Drip. Okay, I'll do Drip, I'll do Doc. Okay. All right. Drip network is, is a platform like every other that, of course, is a staking platform also. But the difference here is that whatever Drip you commit to, okay, I'll come to this later. Okay, so let me do connect wallet. Okay, so for Drip, all right, this is my platform on Drip. Okay, one Drip is about 0.34 of 0.34 BNB per Drip. All right, so this total 11.685 that is committed, if I don't compound, that means if I don't put this to join this, it means that this, what I have here in a year is going to give me 42.649 Drip. Okay, it's going to give me 42.69, Drip at the end of the period. But if I decide to compound, okay, let's take a look at this. If I want to compound, I will come here and say I want to hydrate, meaning I want to increase what I have here. So the moment I do that, I add this one to this value will change. But this value, I don't have access to it anymore. This is actually burnt. This token is burnt, it's out of the system. But then it generates, it's giving me reward for burning this. So, and the reward I'm going to get in a year is going to be 42. Okay, it's going to be 42.649 in a year. All right. So because it is 1% per day, 365 days. Every day, this generates 1% of what I have here generates 1% of this value on daily basis. And that's what keeps dropping. Yeah, of course, I've claimed about 0.57 before, which I added to this, and I have 0.971. So, that's it. Drip is very, 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 straightforward and easy, to understand. You buy Drip, maybe for around $100 and something. Let me see what is the price of Drip today. Drip network. What's the price of Drip today? $137. So you buy Drip $137. You come here and then you commit it to, deposit it here. The moment you deposit on Faucet, and then it start generating, it will tell you how much you're going to get at the end of the day, based on the volume that you are having here. It's going to tell you how much you're going to get at the end of the day. Then it keeps dropping it for you here on daily basis. So if I want to harvest this now and say I want to withdraw, of course I can withdraw it. I'll just do is to say I want to claim. And by the time I claim it, it goes directly into my wallet. But I'm not claiming this. I want it to run for full 30 days and see how many I'm going to get. Maybe it's 3, maybe it's 4. And then whatever price, maybe price of Drip will be around 250 that time. Then times whatever volume I have, I say, okay, that is my salary from Drip for the month of February. Okay, that is that. Now, Drip have other arms like the Manor Farm. Okay, the Manor Farm where we have the Drip garden and everything. Okay, so okay, this is the Manor Farm. I want to do, okay, I've where all you do here is you buy plant, you plant it, you generate seed, and those seed you can convert to BNB if you want. Like I say, I want to harvest my seed and say, yes, give me back, the seed is going to pay me how much is $11. But then all I'm doing is I want to plant more seed. Okay, I want to plant more seed to generate more plants so that I can have more plant producing more seed. This is equally on drip liberation, drip, gardening, and all of that. They are all intertwined, kind of. All right. I think Mr. Yinka, does that answer your question? Mr. Yinka? Are you still there, Mr. Yinka? Okay. Do we have any other question, please? Mr. Yinka?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah,
So I have a
please.
question on the payout, the drip payout. The
Okay.
maximum you talked about, is it what you're going to receive if you don't compound for the next 1 year, the 42?
Absolutely. Absolutely, yes.
Okay,
If you don't compound for the next 1 year, that's what you're going to receive.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, but we can't even see the date, the date of expiration.
No, it's you that know when you join. You know when you join. But the
Okay.
moment you start compounding, you are elongating your days.
They are elongating the days.
Yes, you are elongating the days. The more you compound, if you are supposed to end on the 31st December and you compound, then that means you are ending in January 2023. Like that. The more every day that you compound, you extend your expiration date.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Mr. Yinka.
Yes, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Do we have any other question? Okay. Now we saw one opportunity. Well, I mean, I cannot tell you it's going to be this, it's going to be that, but then it's generating, reward for us, and that is the DOC network. DOC is now $1.13. We actually jumped on DOC when DOC was 33 cents, 33 or 32 cents. Okay, we jumped on DOC. Okay, I staked. Okay, the same thing. Now, just look at it this way. All right, the same thing that happens on drip, the drip that you committed, you cannot access it, but it's going to give you a reward at the end of the period. Now, the same thing, this 500 BUSD that was committed here I cannot access this money ever again. It's gone forever, but it's generating DOC every day. Now, $100 BUSD can generate four DOC per day. So meaning that this $500 can generate 4 times 5, that is 20, right? 20 DOC in a day. Now, this is going to be paying 4% on whatever amount of money you have put in, all right, on daily basis. Now, this is the catch. When you mint, because DOC, this is the only place you can sell DOC. You can't sell DOC outside of this platform because it's not on CoinGecko, it's not listed anywhere. It's on this platform. Okay. Now, when you and then you can see how many DOC can be sold in a day. 40,000 DOC is what can be sold on daily basis. As of today, 14,515 have been sold, telling you that people are not even selling. People are not selling their DOC. They are generating the DOC. And then about 931,127 BUSD have been committed to mint DOC. Okay, so if I claim this DOC, I come here, I say, I want to claim this DOC. Okay, just watch. I'm claiming this DOC to go and earn more DOC. Okay, so I'm claiming this. It will leave here and come to this place, and I'll come here and say I want to stake. So I'm staking this. If I stake this, what I stake here will keep generating another DOC for me. Okay, this is technically 100, about $100 and something that this have been generated. Okay, no. So now I have 16. I have 16 doc that I want to send on an errand. Now, so I say stake. Okay. So that's just, compounding whatever I generate from doc on daily basis. I'm compounding it, but whatever I generate here is here. If I claim this, it's for me to go and take, to the market and go and sell anytime I claim. I have a price point I'm waiting for before I start selling my dog. Before I start selling my dog, I have a price point I'm waiting for. Okay, and we share this with people. Those that are interested. Yes, they are meeting, their own dog on daily basis. This is part of farming, yield farming. Like Prince said, yield farming is highly risky. All right, it's very, very risky. But then you wouldn't know how far they can go. We have ones that we have really, really, that I can put any amount of money and go to bed. I can put any amount of money on Cosmos. I can put any amount of money on Midas. I can put any amount of money on Terra Luna. I can put any amount of money on Yieldly. You understand? On Algorand. I can put any amount of money there and then go and sleep. Okay. All right. So that's basically what it is. So these are just opportunities that we have within the space that anybody and everyone can take advantage of. All right. Do we have any other question? Any question, please?
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Hello,
ma'am.
sir. Good evening.
Yes, ma'am. Madam Rhoda.
Yeah.
Good evening.
My name is Rhoda.
Yes,
Yeah, I have actually an issue concerning with Midas. Actually.
Okay.
So I had made some investments in Midas since around October 2020 or thereabout. But I was trying to check up on my investments sometimes in January, I think the middle of January. And then I realized that I did see my tokens, my Midas tokens in
Where do you have it?
Rex 24.
Oh, okay. Okay, so your case that Mr. Dele spoke about, right?
Yes, he was actually the one that told me about that. I can share my issue here. So I actually sent them a mail on Prex, and they had told me that they had delisted the coins on their platform and that it was recoverable. And I didn't know that. I didn't receive a mail or anything of such until they gave me the link to their Twitter page stating that they had delisted the token on their platform. So I now went directly to Midas, themselves that this is what happened. I spoke to their support, telling them
we can't hear you, madam. Madam Rhoda, we can't hear you. I think you're having a bit of a network issue.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
The doc network, is it on BSC?
Yes. I mean, I'll share that with you probably after this meeting.
Okay, sir.
Yes, I'll share that with you.
Okay.
All right. All right. Thank you very much. Do we have
Hello,
any
good
other...
evening.
Hello, good evening, madam.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Please, I need you to assist me with this staking. I want to know the clear difference between staking and providing liquidity and farming. Is there a major instruction? And I will not know the next thing to do again. So I want to know the difference between these three: staking, farming, and this liquidity provision that we're hearing.
Oh, okay. So, well, you can say staking and farming, they can be likened, to be one. Okay, but liquidity provision is a little bit different, and that's because when you want to provide liquidity, you need a pair of a particular, token that you want to, let's say you want to provide liquidity on Uniswap, for instance, okay? You need as much as, maybe you want to stake $5,000 of Uni, okay? You want to use $5,000 of Uni, then there must be a pair which is going to be the same amount of, the amount you want to use to stake. So either USDT, or it can be paired with Ethereum, it can be paired with USDT, it can be paired with DAI. You understand? Of course, it's always paired with a stable coin. So either USDT or DAI, something like that. Okay, that's what you're doing. Those are the combination that you have. That's the difference between staking. Of course, if you want to stake, you can just stake. Maybe you want to stake Uni for Uniswap, for instance. You can stake Uni on a loan, and then you'll be generating Uni. But when you are staking, when you are providing liquidity, that means you are giving your money to the exchange, all right, to use, and then you are going to be rewarded. All the fees that they collect, all those transaction fees, all those miners fees, all those things is shared with the liquidity providers. Yes. Are you clear, ma?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So, Madam Rhoda.
Hello, sir. Sorry, I'm
Yes.
back. Sorry.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes. So I said that. So I had reached out to support of Midas directly, and I've also provided all information that they needed from me concerning how to possibly recover my coins. And so they actually sent me a mail, stating that there's nothing that they could possibly do to recover my tokens. And I have almost about $1,000, already there, because I had bought since around October, or I think October 2020, there, but it's been over a year now that I had held the tokens in CREX24. So, and because there was no, okay.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, so there was I didn't receive any mail from CREX24, stating that they were delisting the coin because they delisted the coin on the 1st of January of this year. So I didn't receive any mail. So it was when I, spoke to CREX24 support that they now sent a link stating that to their official Twitter page that the Midas token has been delisted from their platform, and there was no effective communication. So if not, I would have, removed my tokens from there and transferred it, somewhere else.
Well, so sorry to hear this. The truth is, within the community, we always advise, don't leave your token on centralized exchange. These guys take some decisions that by them, because of course they hold the key, and that means they hold your tokens. They own your tokens, not your key, not your token. That's exactly what this is. I'm sure those tokens that they said they delisted and they removed on their platform, they have taken it in as their own, because they know the value of what Midas is going to be. Well, like I told Mr. Dele, don't stop sending them mail. Maybe, just maybe, I can't say of a fact, because centralized exchanges, you can see what is in Nigeria community, not only in Nigeria, really, across Africa, a lot of people's accounts are being blocked. In fact, my own friend, brother, Prince Patrick account has been blocked for more than how many months? More than 3 months now, by Binance. They will just ask you for one thing that is kind of impossible, and that's why we always advise put your coins on decentralized exchanges. I don't know what happened that you did not, you couldn't set up your Midas account. I think it was pretty easy then to set up Midas. Even if you didn't do burnout, you would have been able to buy, the token on their platform, and then hold it. But anyway, what I would just say is our advice, keep sending them mail. Maybe they will have pity, but I doubt if anything can be done really, by these people. I doubt it.
You mean I should say I keep sending mails to Crest 24?
To Crest 24.
Okay.
To Crest 24. Yeah.
Okay.
For Midas to even, because they will tell you it's not on their platform, so they cannot do anything. You understand? But for them to be ready to help, I think it's a great sacrifice, on their. But you can talk to this guy. Maybe you talk to Trevor directly. Again, you never can tell.
Okay.
On Discord, you can talk to Douglas. You can talk to on their Discord platform. Talk to Douglas. Talk to Trevor himself. I think let's see what they can come up with. Okay.
All right, sir. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Abimbola.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Yes. My question is on liquidity. Yeah. Okay. Even though you told us the difference between liquidity and staking, I just want to ask if, just like staking, does liquidity have a tenor after which you decide whether to continue?
Okay. I understand what you're saying. Liquidity provision is at your discretion. You can decide to provide liquidity today, and next week you are no longer providing liquidity. You remove your liquidity.
Okay.
You are in control. You remove your liquidity at any time that you want to. You are not compelled. It's not locked. You understand? It is your money, and you can decide to take it out at any time.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, it's clear.
Yes, sir. Any other question? Do we have any other question?
Hello, sir. Please tell us the direction of BTC, sir.
Sorry?
Direction of BTC.
Direction of BTC.
Yes.
Okay. Well, what we are seeing right now, I think, is a bull trap. And if we don't break, I think 45K, what I know is for sure, very soon, Bitcoin is going to touch 29,000. There is no gainsaying. It's going to touch 29,000. And if peradventure we break below 29,000, then welcome to bear market. That's the much I can say for now as far as BTC is concerned. But what we are experiencing now seems to be like a bull trap. Let it not go and drop suddenly. The chart doesn't lie, What the chart is saying, negates what we are seeing, and the chart does not lie. Okay, chart does not lie. We're going to see 29,000 Bitcoin, whether we like it or not. And then when we hit the bear market, well, I still hope we're going to see super cycle before we go finally into bear market, where we'll be expecting BTC to touch 7,000 within the next 1 or 2 years. We may see Bitcoin at 7,000, and then that will be a great opportunity for us to start accumulating. Those that are new people that are here, you can drop your number on the chat box. The admin person will add you to the academy, and then you decide whether you want to belong to any of our paid groups. Okay, you decide, because the truth of the matter is, maybe for those that don't know me in person, Ayobami is my name, and then this journey we started 2016. To the glory of God, yes, we made fantastic mistakes, and we've lost some fantastic money. But then in all of it, it turned out to be, a learning curve for us before we now got, the key to what or how to approach, cryptocurrency. Okay. So far, so good. I can tell you categorically, it's where we started from is not where we are right now. And we have every reason, everyone within our community can attest to that. For those that started this meeting with us, we heard what a couple of people said about the cause and everything. For you to make headway in crypto, there are two things that drive it. Forget the hypes you see on YouTube. Forget the stories. Shiba is going to $10. This one is going to this. All those ones are just emotional hypes. For me, two things drive this market. Apart from the money you are going to be spending, one of the things that drives this market is patience. Patience is the number one currency that you must have. Patience is the number one currency that you must have. I keep saying this every time, day in, day out, year in, year out, to the people within our community. Patience is number one that you must have. And number two is the right access to information. The right information can take you from a $20 investment to a $100,000 gain. I give you an example. 2020 December, I bought a coin called Matic, and I gave it to the community to go and buy. Matic at 1 cent, $1,000 worth. And Matic went as high, has given me a return of 126 times my money, meaning a $1,000 investment turned out to be $126,000. Now, what was the difference between myself that got in at a cent and people that got in at $2 plus? Was information. Access to the right information at the right time is what we need in this space. If you have access to that, then the sky is just the beginning. You are just starting, at that point. Mr. Ali, please ask your question.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Yeah, I just want to ask that, is it possible you teach us on NFTs, how to go about NFTs and the buying of it and when one can sell?
That's going to be another topic for another day.
Okay,
NFT, metaverse. I think we should do something on it pretty soon. Maybe before the end of this month. I'll talk to my team and then we'll come back to you on that. NFT. Something that is generating something for you. We call it staking, we call it tech royalty, we call it, people within the community, they know, they have access to all of this. Okay. Mr. Yinka, does that answer your question, sir?
Yes, I do, sir. Thank you very much.
All right. Mr. Yinka, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Well done. Thanks for the information you have been passing to us since you started. Sorry, I joined this committee in November. I think I still have a lot of things to know about this thing. It's like I don't know much about what is going on about crypto. I don't know if there's a way I can get more information on most of the way I can buy, stake, and other aspect of the crypto, because I unstake part of my KI in December. Up to now, that thing is still there and it has not dropped. So I don't know what to do about it. So I need to know more about most of this thing I bought. I have Shiba Inu. I have some of those about 4 or 5 now. So like and also like a Dogecoin now. Dogecoin, the way it's operating, I don't even understand. I know that the keep depreciating, so I don't know. Then secondly, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I can ask this question. Yeah, you dropped something on the platform this morning about Atlantis. So I don't know. Maybe you have talked about it before I joined, or you are going to talk about it, sure.
No. Atlantis, yes. Every information that is dropped on the platform is for the consumption of the community. Okay, Atlantis is just a new exchange that is upcoming, and then they are airdropping 1,000 of their tokens for you for registering with them. That was the way Binance started. You're not spending any money. You are just to register on the platform and then do your KYC and wait for the next line of action as far as Atlantis is concerned. Okay. Now, on the things that you need to know, yes, it's a step at a time. Just keep your, make sure you see every information on the platform. Anything that is not clear to you, then refer back to me, refer back to Prince. Whatever it is that is not clear, refer to any of us, then we are going to be able to put you through on all those things that you do not, that is not clear to you. You can't understand everything, you're barely 3 months. You're barely 3 months, and you can't understand everything, at a go. You keep understanding it gradually. We have how many exchanges? How many do you have? How many can you interact with? So that we are going to take off radar as we progress. Okay, as we progress. All right, our time is really, really fast spent. Do we have any other question before we wrap up in the next 1 minute? Do we have any other question? Any other question? Any other question? All right. In the absence of any question, I want to say a very big thank you to everyone on this call tonight. We'll see you again by next week. God willing, God will keep every one of us. Stay safe. Be conscious of where you keep your coins. If you have volume of your tokens on centralized exchanges, my advice, start partitioning them, reduce your risk, take some to decentralized wallets like Trust Wallet, MetaMask, and then, at least for safekeeping, okay? And if there's anything, those that are not on the platform, drop your numbers, and then the admin person will reach out to you, and we'll take it off from there. Thank you very much, and do have a lovely, lovely night rest. We'll see you again by next week, God willing. Thank you, and do enjoy the rest of your evening. Good night, everyone.
Good night, sir.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, good night.
Good night. Good night.
Good night, boss.
Yes, sir. Good night, sir.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Madam Judith, good night. Oga Victor, well done.
Good night,
Good night, sir. Good night, everyone. Yes, sir.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Okay.
I did the type of number. After we now go and post it,